At 2,000 meters below the ocean, something was waiting. Not a creature, not a human. When divers reached the bottom, they didn't find ruins or life. They found something watching them, something copying them. And when it finally moved, they realized one terrifying truth. It had been learning. The descent began like any other deep-sea mission, slow, controlled, silent. As the divers dropped deeper into the ocean, the last traces of sunlight vanished above them. What remained was a thick, endless darkness that felt almost alive, pressing in from every direction. Their flashlights cut through the void in narrow beams, revealing only particles drifting like dust in an abandoned world. No fish, no movement. No sound except the rhythmic mechanical breathing inside their helmets. Each breath echoed louder than it should. Each movement felt heavier. At 1,500 meters, the temperature dropped sharply. Their suits adjusted, but the cold still found its way through. Not physical cold, but something deeper. A psychological chill. The ocean floor didn't welcome them, it absorbed them. As they reached 2,000 meters, the terrain slowly appeared beneath them, jagged rock formations stretching like broken structures, almost resembling ruins of something ancient, something forgotten. The divers spread out, scanning the area. Their movements were precise, professional. They had done missions like this before, but not here, not this deep. The camera mounted on one diver's helmet recorded everything, every movement, every breath, every flicker of light struggling against the darkness. Then something subtle changed. The silence deepened. It wasn't just quiet anymore, it was empty, as if the ocean itself had stopped moving. One diver paused. He didn't say anything, but he didn't need to. The others felt it too. That strange awareness, that instinct that humans have when they are being watched. At first it was nothing, more than a shadow, a slight distortion at the edge of the light. One diver turned quickly, shining his beam into the darkness. Nothing, just empty water. They continued, but now, slower, more cautious. Moments later it happened again. A shape, moving, not clearly visible, but enough to trigger something deep in their minds. The camera caught it this time. A figure, far behind them, still, watching. The divers regrouped instantly, lights focused. Breathing intensified, 3 beams pointed into the void, and there it was, a silhouette, human-shaped, floating upright, completely still, no movement, no bubbles, no sound. For a few seconds, no one moved. Then one diver signaled. Another diver? But that made no sense. No other team was scheduled. No one could survive alone at this depth. Still, the shape was unmistakable. It looked like one of them. The same size, the same form, the same gear outline. But something felt wrong. It didn't move. Naturally, it didn't adjust, it didn't react, it just stayed there, watching, waiting. Then slowly, one of the divers raised his hand, a simple signal, the universal sign of human presence. The figure didn't respond. Seconds passed, then suddenly it moved, its arm lifted, and it waved back. The movement wasn't right, it was too slow, too delayed. If it had to process the action before copying it. The divers froze, their breathing grew louder, faster. The figure remained in place, then took a step forward. But it didn't swim. It didn't kick. It just moved, gliding unnaturally through the water. Closer and closer. The light hit its face, or where its face should have been. There was no mask, no reflection, no eyes, just a smooth, dark surface, absorbing everything. Then it moved again, faster this time, too fast. It began mimicking them, every movement, every shift, every turn. But now, It wasn't delayed anymore. Now it was matching them, perfectly. And then it stopped copying and moved on its own. Its limbs twisted, bending in impossible directions. Its head turned completely around, and suddenly it rushed toward them, explosive. Speed, violent movement. The camera shook. Bubbles erupted. One diver screamed, and the feed glitched. The footage ended abruptly. Recovered days later. No bodies were found, no equipment, no signals, nothing. Just the recording. Experts reviewed it frame by frame, trying to explain, trying to understand. But one detail stood out. In the final seconds, just before the video cut, there were no longer 3 divers in the frame. There were 4, standing together, perfectly still. And one of them was facing the wrong way.